welcome to ET Now Startup Central, India's first and only daily show dedicated to startups, technology and entrepreneurship. I'm Chandra Shrikant coming to you live from India's technology and startup hub, Bengaluru. Now, for the last few weeks, it's been all about the Flipkart-Walmart deal, where we will continue to track that. This week, we shift focus to the B2B space, talking about the software as a service space in particular. We have a global voice on the show this evening, the founder and CEO of Zendesk, which, remember, competes with the likes of Freshworks in India. They launched their India operations a couple of years back. That's when we first had Zendesk on Startup Central, and we have them on the show again this evening to really take us through what they've been up to in the last 2 years, why they find India to be such an exciting market, and the opportunity for software as a service to take off in India. Joining me on the show this evening is Mikkel, Svane, the co-founder and CEO of Zendesk, who spoke to us on his recent visit to India. Mikkel, thank you so much for talking to ET Now. You launched your India operations a couple of years back. From then to now, take us through the traction that you've seen. I remember, interviewing your co-founder in Bengaluru, I think, when they launched their center here. But how has the traction been in the last 2 years?
As you know, we only started our operations here in India a little over a year ago. It was like 16, 18 months ago. And we had to get our feet wet, if you will, and start, building relationships in the market. But we are exceeding our expectations. We've had a fantastic year. We continue to win some great customers. We now have more than 2,000 customer accounts in the country. And we are working with a number of amazing startups, but also more and more with traditional enterprises. So we're very excited about our progress in the market, very excited about the people we're meeting here, the teams we're meeting. We're very excited about the team we have built, and we continue to double the size of our team every 6 months. So everything is going and we're exceeding expectations, and we're very much looking forward to continue to invest in the region.
Right. Mikkel, you spoke about the interest both from traditional businesses as well as startups. Can you quantify it for us in terms of the business mix that you're seeing here? How much of it comes from the new age businesses in terms of, deploying SaaS for their systems? Yeah,
so we don't disclose per market kind of the combination or the composition of our business. But overall, as a business, we have close to 40% of our revenues coming from what we call our enterprise business. That's typically businesses with more than 100 seats. And that's about 40% of our business today. So where we still have tremendous pride in our small businesses and our startups that are really pushing the limits for what you can do with customer service and customer experience today. Almost 40% of our business comes from larger enterprises.
Mikkel, I can't help but ask you about the big competitor that you have locally as far as the customer service space is concerned, and that's of course Freshworks, which used to be Freshdesk, but they've renamed themselves as Freshworks to sort of target a wider range of services. What sort of competition have you seen on that front? Is that the biggest threat to Zendesk as far as India is concerned?
Well, I think all over the world we see competition. Like the customer service, the customer engagement market is one of the fastest growing markets in the world today. And being a leader the way we are a leader and setting a trend for the market, it's increasing. We of course see competition, but both from the incumbents in the markets, the Microsoft, the Oracles, the Salesforce, but we of course also seeing a lot of great, smaller companies doing innovation and trying to redefine the market. So I think competition is great for customers, it's great for the markets, and we thrive with competition.
Mikkel, we hear a lot about AI, machine learning and bots being used to really beef up customer service across functions. How has this impacted your operations here? Are you seeing an increase in the deployment of bots? What sort of impact will this have on the hiring front?
So again, like with being in one of the fastest growing industries in the world, the world of customer service, the world of customer engagement, businesses today have to keep up with an almost exponentially growing number of customer requests, with an exponentially growing set of expectations to what customers can expect from businesses. And every business have to figure out a way of dealing with that exponentially growing volume. Technologies like artificial intelligence or machine learning models can help businesses provide better customer service while doing it at a scalable level. And that is what we're trying to help our customers do, keeping up with the pace and the volume of customer expectations while providing a great customer experience.
Coming back to your India presence, Mikkel, since the time you set up your presence here in Bengaluru, are you looking to beef up your investments in India? Can we expect you to open up more centers here? What sort of plans, can we expect from Zendesk on that front going forward? What are your plans for India?
So we started a team here in Bangalore. It's almost 16, 18 months ago. We've been doubling the size of that team every 6 months. We are still hiring a lot of people here, mostly in customer-facing roles, so sales, customer success, professional services, pre-sales, and it's been very good for business to have a team here. We are living in a world today where you can buy software and implement software through the internet, but having local teams that can engage with our customers, build real relationship with our customers, and help our customers achieve their objectives have been critical for business. And we have built an amazing team here working with our customers. So we're very, very happy and satisfied about that.
Right, Mikkel, you spoke about how startups are your big clients here. But in terms of inorganic opportunities, are you seeing anything here that interests you? Because in the last 2 years, from an investment perspective, at least, a lot of interest in the B2B space, especially if you look at hubs such as Chennai, Hyderabad, Pune. There have been a lot of interesting names in the SaaS space. So, anything that you are looking at, you will look at in future?
Yeah, so Zendesk has been very fortunate to working with some of the fastest growing companies, the fastest growing startups that are reinventing businesses, that are reinventing industries and are disrupting traditional businesses. Here in India, we've had the pleasures of working with companies like Ola, like Shadi, like Zomato, and all like great companies doing amazing things. We're also increasingly moving into the traditional enterprise. So we're working with ITC Foods and a lot of other great traditional enterprises. We have strong connection to the startup industry, and we're working with a lot of startups. We are providing our software free of charge under special conditions to startups, and are very, very interested in kind of engage deeply with the startup community and give back to the startup community, if you will. But deep inside of us, we still feel like a startup, even though we are a company now with more than 2,000 employees and $500 million in revenue run rate. But like startup is very, very close to our heart.
Finally, Mikkel, I can't let you go without asking you about your advice for entrepreneurs watching this show. Someone who really wants to start up and scale up a huge enterprise in the SaaS space, in the customer help desk space. What would your advice be to them? I know you've also written a book on this, but what would your advice be to budding entrepreneurs, startups?
Yeah, definitely read the book. It's only $10 on Amazon. No, but It's like building a startup is a fantastic privilege, and it's a fantastic opportunity to live out your dreams, change industries, and I think especially for our generation, the notion of building a product that other people are using is very, very rewarding. You know, building a startup is hard, you know, and it's terrible in many different ways, and you know, most chances are you're not succeeding. So you have to be able to live with that ambiguity, live with that uncertainty in your life. But if you are lucky, and if you are working very hard and doing your best, and you know, focusing on, you know, building great teams, giving back to the widest extent possible, you can be rewarded and have the pleasure of building a big company. But the journey in itself is very rewarding.
Thanks so much again, Mikkel, for taking time out and talking to ET now while in India. We look forward to, you know, interacting more with Zendesk. And I'm sure that's some entrepreneurial advice that startups, entrepreneurs will heed, how to, you know, really cope with the highs and the lows that come with starting up and scaling up.